Okay, if it's really gonna be LA, like, then what? Like, for what? What are we doing? Like, why Los Angeles of all places? Like, I just found all this truth, all this healing, all this, like, wisdom and realness, this, like, depth and texture to life here in Peru. Like, why LA? What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. We are here. We've got a really great veggie BLT situation happening here. We're checking in. We're back. I wanted to chat. I wanted to fill you guys in on where she has been, what she is doing, why the hell she is in LA. Let me tell you.
All right, so before we get into it, I wanted to take you guys with me as I make a quick little veggie BLT. It's one of my favorite plant-based go-to recipes. I'm using Light Life Foods tempeh bacon here, which I just saute with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of red onion, just to add an additional flavor to it. You can eat it raw, you can eat it cold, or you can saute it and make it hot. We like it hot, so I saute it with my favorite veggies, usually onion, garlic sometimes, and my go-to spices, which are paprika, some salt, some pepper. Give it a little saute just to add a little extra smoky flavor, and then I'll add in some cocoa aminos just for color, and also just like a sort of stickiness, which I really appreciate. Makes it warm and, like, I don't know, more savory. I toast my bread in the same pan just to soak up some more flavor. From there, I mash up a little avocado. You can use whatever condiments you like, a little vegan mayo, some mustard, whatever. But today I was feeling just avocado, you know what I'm saying? It was one of those days. Add a little salt, a little pepper. I actually had vegan pesto right next door because I was planning on using it and I didn't. But I stack my sandwich high with all that plant-based veggie bacon. So yummy. Add some tomato, add some red onion, fresh and sauteed from the pan. And then a little fresh sprouts. All of my veggies are from the farmer's market local to me, so super affordable, super delicious, super fresh. Stack that baby up, cut her in half, and boom, you have a go-to veggie plant-based BLT. So yummy.
Man, being here in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, let me tell you, was an absolute culture shock in every sense of the word. Oh my God. I found my peace in Peru. I went there with the intentions to find Iman, to figure out who Iman was outside of who everybody told Iman she was, like outside of my environment that had shaped me up until that point, outside of my family members who only really knew me in one way, but I was starting to feel a whole different way. I didn't feel like that same person anymore, this sort of version of myself that I was outgrowing. And so I went to Peru, and you guys can watch my previous videos. I didn't know where I was gonna go until 2 weeks before I booked my flight. Like, the circumstances were presenting themselves that it was time to move, it was time to change, and I said, all right, universe, what's it gonna be? Jesus, take the wheel. I don't know where we're going, but I know it's not gonna be here. I know that I'm too clear on the fact that my intentions are only ever to prioritize my own growth, to prioritize my own healing, to prioritize my own evolution, because I know in my heart of hearts, I've seen it time and time again, that when I fill up my own cup, when I decide, and I use that word deliberately, when I decide to prioritize Iman's well-being, I have more to give at that point. I have more knowledge of self, I have more wisdom because of it. You cannot pour from an empty cup. I know that all too well. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And I'm just too firm, too clear on the fact that I had to fill up my own cup first. And I'm unapologetic about it now, because on the other side of it, it crystallized everything that I already knew, who I am and what I value, and gave me a lot more insight as to how deep she's willing to go. I'm willing to do the hard thing if it means growth and evolution on the other side. That means sometimes sacrificing relationships. That means sometimes sacrificing everything that you've ever known that's given you comfort and stability and peace over the years in the name of something really better and more fulfilling and more freeing and more alive. I guess that's what I'm searching for is, you know what? That's not true. I guess that is what I am allowing into my life now. More aliveness. More aliveness. I like that. At the end of my 4 months in Peru, once I was starting to get to 4 months, I didn't go in with a number. I thought I was just gonna be there for a month, and then it turned into 2 months, and then it turned into 3 months, and then around 4 months, I was like, okay, I'm feeling like it's time. I'm getting that same sensation in my body that's calling me elsewhere, that called me to Peru. And I know all too well now that I have to honor it. I have to honor that call. I have to listen to my intuition because I know her and I trust her, and she's always leading me to where I need to be. And the more I get out of my own way, the better my life turns out to be. And so I was like, all right, universe, like, I'm starting to get the tinglies again. Like, where are we going? Like, what's it gonna be? And she said, LA. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, universe, there must be like a misconnection. Everybody has these ideas of what LA is. It's not necessarily what it is all the time. What I have found is that LA is what you are. There is chaos for those who are comfortable in chaos. There is peace for those who are comfortable in peace. There is so much creativity for those who are looking and who are creative and who want to create things. Your vibe attracts your tribe, and as corny as it sounds, I really did have to trust that as I was taking the leap. I was like, all right, universe, if it's gonna be LA, then like, make it happen. Like, hands off the wheel. I'm not gonna try and control anything. I'm not looking for anything. If it pops up, if it comes into my awareness and the process flows, just like it flowed for me to get to Peru, then so it is. Then it is meant to be. That which is meant to be will be, and it will already be in the process of happening, and it will flow easily. And I trusted that, and I said, all right, what's up? And the universe said, all right, I said LA, I said what I said. And then within like 2 days, my roommate Amina posted that she had a room available. And the loft, you guys, has been the very loft that I put on my vision boards for years. It's got the exposed brick, it's got hella plants, it's super vibey, she's super cool. It just, everything that pointed towards alignment was there. So as soon as she posted that, I was like, the process should not have been as easy as it was. Let me just say that. It just shouldn't have been that easy, and instead it flowed like so beautifully, like so effortlessly. Like, I send a DM, I get a response, we have a meeting, there's so much alignment energetically, it just, the whole process is flowing, everything is lining up for it to like flow. The universe was like, you want it? Here it is. And so here we are. Wow, it has been a fucking journey. It's been no joke. I trusted and I listened again, and she led me to one of the most beautiful opportunities. The guidance that I was getting, I was like, okay, if it's really gonna be LA, like, then what? Like, for what? What are we doing? Like, why Los Angeles of all places? Like, I just found all this truth, all this healing, all this like wisdom and realness, this like depth and texture to life here in Peru. Like, why LA, which is traditionally and often has the opportunity to be one of the most surface level places that exists in the Western world. And I don't know, I was unsure, but I know that I feel this visceral calling to be here. And so the only sense that I can make of it, what feels right in my body when I say it, when I consider it, the next step in my evolution is owning fully who I am as an artist and being around other artists and just being in a state of creativity, because that is when you're in a state of flow, right? When you are creating a piece of art, a work of art, something that you're pouring yourself into, that is the same state that you reach when you're in a state of deep meditation. It's the same state that you reach when you're praying, when you're deep in prayer. It's the same relationship to God. and yet it's in action. And you can create things that also help other people. And as I'm saying this to you guys, I'm realizing like, yeah, duh, like that's it. Like that is prayer in action. That is healing in action, is creating for the sake of like making this world a better place and making your insides a better place and feeling better in your body, feeling better in your relationship to this world. Like I feel the most free when I'm creating. And I have the utmost opportunity to create anything I could ever imagine here. And speaking of creating, your girl is writing a cookbook. So many of you have asked me for my recipes for years, dude. I've been posting them on Instagram for as long as I've been plant-based, because it is a creative process. It's hard at first, but the moment that you start getting to a place where you're like getting more comfortable, and like getting creative and getting in the kitchen and making good stuff, like it's fun and you want to tell people about it and it's like exciting, and I don't know. So that's what I'm doing. I'm having a good time. I healed myself through food. Changing what I eat helped me change myself. And the only way that you can really change the world is by doing just that. Changing yourself first. So I want to show you guys how I did it, so maybe you can do it for yourselves. Countdown to the cookbook starts now. I've been in my bag. I've been in my writing zone. It has been pouring through me, this inspiration. I really, really, really feel in my body, in my heart, in my soul that a lot of this work that I'm doing with this cookbook and creating this and putting it out there into the world is very much aligned with my purpose. It's how I am most of service. And I don't know who needs to read this cookbook, but I'm writing it for you. I'm telling stories about my healing. I'm telling stories about how I make it easy, how I make it affordable, how I make it worthwhile, how I get creative and don't have to like compromise taste just because it's like healthy and nourishing at the same time. So keep an eye out. Plus, y'all ain't even ready for these recipes. I really be out here cooking, okay? Like, I just have to say, we're gonna step away from the hummus and the carrots and the things, and we're gonna get creative, and we're gonna like make good food and make good food good for you and make you feel good in your body. That is the goal. We're back. We're back. Feeling good.